being here. My gosh, this is so cool. These things, this is new to me. These BSers Lounge, they call it, or whatever. Apparently, this is like the new thing that all the singers are doing. So it's been so long since I toured that I was like, what the hell? We're gonna do a concert before the concert? That's screw it, I'll do it, man. But the cool thing about it is it gives me a chance to bullshit with y'all a little bit before the show, because I don't get a chance. I'm always out there on the big stage talking, and I never feel like that I get to have conversations with everybody. But this is fun. If it's cool, y'all, I just want to play you a couple of songs on my guitar, and they have some questions on this iPad, I guess, that y'all must have put in there, which makes me very nervous, by the way. So, but anyway, this is just about getting to know each other and having fun, and this is like our own private little tailgating thing before we're going to go in there to the big thing. So I'll drink to that. Let's have a drink. Where the hell are we anyway? This is like the worst room I've ever seen in an arena. It's like this is where they hang people after they find them dead in the alley. I don't know, throw them in that black room in there, we'll find. Okay. Let me answer a couple of questions before I play a song, because this is always interesting. Here's a question from Leanne Blankenship from Scottsville, Kentucky. Is that you? Hi, Leanne. How you doing? Is this a good question? You think so, huh? I'll be the judge of that. Right. What is the weirdest thing you've ever seen in the audience while performing? Man, I have seen, from fighting to fornicating and just about everything in between. And I think the craziest thing that I ever saw that was handed to me was, I played, I don't know, probably maybe 13 or 14 years ago. And I don't remember where we were, but it was just some, little small town fair, about like the Hickman County Fair or something. I mean, it was like nothing, little fair. And at the end of the show that night, the people were coming up and they were putting stuffed animals and flowers. I think O Red might have been the single then, because I remember there was a whole bunch of like little red stuffed animal dogs, and I guess people thought I needed that because that was my song. So. But anyway, there was a paper sack there, and so I was saying, thank you, and I remember gathering all this stuff up, and I went back to the bus, and it was hot, and I just sat down and I put all that crap on the counter, and it was just sitting there, and I looked over, and I had a beer, and I looked over, and I saw that bag, and I was like, what is in that bag? And so I got the bag and I opened it, and an iguana jumped out. Literally could not have timed it better, like one of those joke cans where the things shoot out. Like this iguana just jumped out of the bag on my shirt. And I remember I was like, oh shit! And I threw it across the bus, and it hit the wall, and come on, it's a lizard. None of y'all are really care. But it was okay. I didn't think I broke its neck or anything. It was like, but I guess somewhere in the fair that night, I found out you could back in the day you threw rings and you won a goldfish. Well, somebody had a bunch of iguanas that kids were winning, and I know what happened. Some kid won an iguana, and the parents were like, I know who needs this, So I ended up with the iguana. I remember my monitor engineer took it home. He was mad at me because it did hit the wall pretty hard. He kept it for a while. Come on, it's a lizard. None of y'all saying, oh, have a damn lizard at the house that you're petting every night. Okay. And you'd have thrown it too if it had jumped out of nowhere and got up next to your mouth. Okay, this is from Carol Brutcher from Nashville, Tennessee. And she says, back when you were singing for tips in a jar in Nashville, what was your favorite bar to perform? I never got a damn tip, I can tell you that much. I mean, not one time did I see those tip jars on Broadway. I didn't play a lot of, maybe once or twice I played on Broadway, and it was normally just sitting in for like 2 songs, somebody let me get up and sing. But a gig that I did do a lot was a place called Douglas Corner, and I guess Douglas Corner's still open. I don't know. I hope it is. Is it?
I saw you there.
Yeah, I used to go there for writers' nights, so tips weren't the thing at writers' nights. You know, you would just go set up, and they're really kind of boring unless you're just really into lyrics and stuff. But I used to go play Douglas Corner a lot. That was my favorite. What? No. Is that where we're going to go? We're going to go to Douglas Corner? I'm sure Mervin at Douglas Corner will be like, man, we don't want a crowd in here. This is a songwriter joint. It's supposed to be boring. Let's play a song, y'all.